William James said, believe and your belief will create the fact. What he meant was that on a conscious level and on a logical level, we can think something is true and we can say, yeah, I can do that. And I know about that. And I understand that. And I believe that it's true. But in order to take massive action, in order to live the life of your dreams, you have to believe it at a much deeper level, from deep in your psyche. You have to believe it's true deep down inside your subconscious. And if you don't do that, then absolutely nothing will change. And the truth is that you can do anything, but you gotta believe it. Without belief, it's just not gonna happen. So in today's video, I'm gonna share with you the secret to aligning your actions with your thoughts and how to integrate your belief with your behavior. Because once you do this, you can accomplish anything you want.
My name is Kevin Yoder, mindset coach and creator of the Inner Game of Achievement. I help people improve their patterns of thought so that they can terminate those limiting beliefs, boost their confidence, and accomplish their most inspiring goals for life and business.
Think about it this way. How many books about success are there out there? So if you think about real estate, for example, there's a book called The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, written about 20 years ago. Now, in this book, if you're a real estate agent, it walks you through how to build a real estate business, a team that'll support a net income of $1 million to the team owner. Now, how many agents have read this? Hundreds of thousands. How many people have actually accomplished that goal of making $1 million in real estate? Very, very, very few. Napoleon Hill wrote, no one's ready for a thing until they believe they can acquire it. A state of mind must be belief and not mere hope or wish. And I share that with you because when you read a book, you start to think and you start to believe things, but you're believing it on a conscious level. Now take a look at this image. I'll explain things a little bit further for you. You see, we have belief on two levels. We have belief in our educated mind. The books that we read, we contain the information here in our conscious mind. Now, when you're looking at this image, recognize that this is not a way to show you that your brain is in two parts. This is a graphic depiction that was created back in the 1950s by a guy named Dr. Fleet, because he recognized that without an image of the mind, it's very difficult to experience change. So it's the conscious and the subconscious mind that look below how that integration actually impacts the body, moving into action. And that is exactly what produces our results. So we have that inner educated mind based on what we see and the information that we gather, the books that we read. Think and Grow Rich up on my shelf. If you just read this book and you're not integrating that, nothing's going to change. So then we have belief at a very deep level, and that's at the subconscious level. If you look at that diagram, you'll see the subconscious is down here. And that belief is what controls our behavior. And that's a part of the paradigm. A paradigm being a multitude of thought habits that are lodged, that are encased in our subconscious mind. And the thing is about this is if we don't integrate, if we don't have that integration and that belief actually working into the subconscious, that will never go beyond where we are, because we'll never go. We can't go. It's impossible to go beyond where we actually believe that we can go. Now, there's a term I want to share with you. It's called praxis. Praxis. It's the integration of belief with behavior. Now, this is about our thinking leading to our believing, and then having those beliefs deep down inside actually dictate the very actions that we're taking in our businesses. So how do we integrate? How do we do this? How do we integrate our beliefs with our behaviors, with our actions? First off, I want you to give some serious thought about your present results in a few areas. Take some time now, take a pen and paper out, and write down your honest answers to the following questions. Let's look at financial wealth. How long could you maintain your present lifestyle if your income were to stop? Now, you may not have ever thought about this, but give some serious thought to it. I'll tell you why in a minute. Question number 2 is, what's the most you've ever earned in a year? Third question is, how much money would you have to earn before you considered yourself wealthy? Let's look at business. How about your business? If an outside consultant were to analyze, just follow you around for a week and check out all your numbers and your profit and loss statement, how would they determine you're doing? Would they consider you to be successful? And if so, why? So write that out right now. So just write down business, my business results. Next, let's look at your vacations. How often do you take a vacation? And where do you go? And when you go on vacation, what type of accommodations do you have while you're vacationing? Do you freely participate in activities of your choice while you're vacationing? Or do you choose those of a lesser cost in order to scrimp and save? Now, this is not a judgment. This is a matter of being completely aware of how you're operating, and I'll get to the reason why after I ask you the next question. And lastly, let's look at your relationships. How are you doing there? Are you connecting? Are you uplifting? Do you feel fulfilled through your relationships? Do your relationships help you become a better version of you, and are you doing the same for others? So now that you've answered those questions honestly, in order to establish new results, you first have to establish on a conscious level, on that level, what you believe you're capable of creating in your life. Now, when you've got that completed, you then have to plant that idea in your subconscious mind. And there's one way to accomplish this. It's through constant spaced repetition of the idea that you believe you're worthy of something over and over and over again. And you can do that through using affirmations and visualization. Spend some time every morning. Sit down in your miracle morning. If you don't do one, this is the time to adopt it now. And see yourself in the new role. See yourself being the person that's doing the thing that you want to do. See yourself winning in business. Visualize yourself there. Our subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between reality and imagined reality. And our imagination is the most powerful, amazing thing that we've been given by our Creator. And it's time to start using it for your benefit rather than to your detriment. And using affirmations. Create a mantra, if you will, that is in alignment with what you're going after. Start off that mantra with, I am so happy and grateful now that, and then insert the state as it's already done in the positive. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning X amount, or my business is accomplishing X amount of sales. And how often do you say that? Every morning when you wake up, every night when you go to bed. Those are bookends of your day. And then throughout your day, you're going to insert your mantra whenever you start to have negative thoughts in your mind that run counter to what you're up to. And spend some time imagining what these areas of your life could be like if you were to create what you wanted. Spend some time, sit down and actually think about this. This is where the creative imagination is going to truly help propel you to the next level. What's the way you want it to be? Not the way it actually is, not the way that you wrote just a couple of minutes ago. So you wrote down the way that they were, and if those are ideal, now take some time, spend 15 minutes writing down a complete brain dump of the way that you want them. So now we're pivoting away from what's in front of you right now, the knock on wood reality, to telling a better story. Now it's time to use your imagination and start to tell a story, not the way it is, but the way you actually want it to be. And finally, ask yourself this question. What's one action that I can take right now, today, that's going to move me closer to the life that I want, to the person that I want to be? And here's the reason why. It's because we're working on our thoughts, which then integrate into our feelings and our belief system. But now when we take action on it every single day, we are acting like the sort of person that would have the thing. And you're not going to get this all in one shot. Work on this at a 30-day timeline for each thing that you want to integrate into your experience. I promise you this, is if you're taking action every day, if you're visualizing, if you're using affirmations and you're giving some serious thought to the way you want it to be and actually visualizing that as actually being in place right now, you're acting like the sort of person right now. Eventually, your thoughts will begin to integrate with your actions, and our actions will always flow naturally from the sort of person we conceive ourselves to be. Thoughts lead to our feelings, and our actions produce our results. Thoughts, feelings, actions, results. If you like what you learned here today and you want to learn how to better integrate, how to integrate praxis into your life and business so you can live the life of your dreams, because once you learn this, there is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have in your life, in your business. If you're looking to accomplish more in business, you want to make more money, you want your finances to be in a better place, how long can you live if your income were to stop today? It's a serious question, and it requires a serious answer. If you don't like the way that answer was when you wrote it down, it's time to make a change. If you like this video today, make sure you like it. Please share it with somebody that you know needs to hear it. And subscribe to the channel, and that way every time I put out a video like this, you're going to be notified of it. And finally, if you want to talk about a coaching program that I have, this is the exact information that I'm sharing through my coaching program. In fact, this particular lesson is titled Praxis, how to integrate our beliefs with our behaviors. We go much deeper with it. There's practical exercise and worksheets and coaching directly with me. If you want to learn about that coaching program, click on the link below. Let's grab a breakthrough strategy session. I'll share with you a little bit about the program, learn about what you're up to, where you are now, and where you like to go, and we'll see if it's a good fit. Go out there and do great things today. I look forward to seeing you soon.